group of leaders, a group of entrepreneurs. They get together, they discuss. One of the entrepreneurs and one of the owners of the businesses that we're talking about from 6 Waves, it is Arthur Chow. He joins me now. Arthur, great to have you with me.
Thank you, Ben.
Apps and gaming, but you're a banker that went to Yahoo, that went from Yahoo, that went to 6 Waves. Take me on the journey very quickly. Why? How?
I think deep down, I really is interested in technology. I started as a banker because, it seems like that's the right thing to do. There's a good training, and I learned to know how to run business too, right? And it's actually very helpful as we do a startup because I was the one who's responsible for kind of like setting up the company, opening bank accounts, and my other partners, they were actually kind of like tech geeks, right? They were developing the code. So I think that actually experience gave us a lot. That experience actually gave me a lot That experience actually helped me a lot when I do my startup. And then,
so you got your hands dirty, the other people did code, but you all got together. There's 4 of you in this business,
yes.
But I love what you said to me in the car,
right.
Which was, if it wasn't for Mark Zuckerberg, this business wouldn't exist.
Right.
He's your icon.
He's one of my icons for sure, right?
Okay.
I think, as we say, 6 Waves was founded when we were actually doing apps on Facebook. So the 4 of us came together and say, hey, you know what, Facebook is actually picking up, and they were actually opening at the platform for other developers. So we thought, hey, let's do something together, and that's how we started the company, by putting some apps onto Facebook, by kind of like initially earning a lot of advertising revenue from the page views that we generated.
What's the biggest risk to your business? Is it being hacked? I'm curious.
No, actually, I don't think there are a lot of hackers targeting gaming companies like ours. But I think the biggest risk is like, our popular games. Will people still come and play our games tomorrow? I think there are so many games out there right now, and people, they tend to spend so little time to try out a game. And if they like it, they play a little bit more. If they don't, they drop it and uninstall immediately. So I think the biggest risk is really, how do you actually keep coming up hits after hits after hits? What
is your most popular game?
Right now, it's actually kind of like a strategy battle game, but it's actually based in a Three Kingdoms story. Actually, it's very popular in Asia and China. That's #1 game in Hong Kong and also in Japan right now.
How much is it going to cost me to play that game?
0.
Wow.
Yes. So we're only involved in free-to-play game, meaning it's free to play and download, and it's only optional if you want to actually level up a little bit faster. But all our games are actually freemium.
Tell me this: what was the single most difficult decision that you've had to make?
I think the most difficult decision that I've made in the past is really to kind of like closing down an office. So there was a time where we actually expanded into the US, but then one time it came that, it became very costly. So we decided that the best thing for the company to do is actually close down the US office and to let people go and make that decision. It was really hard.
Talk to me about risk. How do you look at risk? Scale of 1 to 10, where is Arthur Chow?
I guess probably because of my banking background, I'm like a little bit more conservative. I think I would say I'm like a 5 to 6, but then my partner is like a 10, if not 12. So I think it's a good mix, right? I mean, overall, we like risk as a company. And although we're like around 7 years, we're no longer a startup, but we always have this startup mentality. So every now and then we encourage team members to come together and form a project team and do something new. I mean, with that, we take additional risks, but we also learn so much from kind of like trying something new.